So whilst I'm a great advocate of rigs such like the Chod rig and the hinge stiff link, when I come to day ticket venues, I just want a real versatile rig that covers all eventualities. I don't want to keep chopping and changing between a bottom bait or a hinge stiff link, or, you know, I just want one rig that covers everything. So it's the one thing I don't have to worry about. So if I'm coming to a day ticket venue, I pretty much just tie up one rig only, and that would be that one there. Good old slip D rig. Instead of having it like multi-rig style where the D can slide, I pretty much tie the whole thing on, you know, whip it down the shank with a no knot on there, and you've got the slip D on the back of it. But this rig is so versatile, it covers everything. So you can have it as like the old claw rig, bottom bait rig, pop-up rig. It just covers all bases for me. So yeah, as soon as I'm coming to a day ticket venue, this would be my go-to rig. So yeah, let's go through how we tie it up now, and hopefully you'll be able to learn it yourself and get a few bites yourself. Right, so let's run you through how we're going to tie this rig out. Get yourself some coated braids, strip the end of it off, 4.5 inches. I like using these little rig boards because they've got a measuring stick on the end of it, so everything for me is all about measurements. Strip it off and then fold back the tag approximately 2.5 inches, 2 inches. So you've got left yourself with a loop like that. Get yourself micro rig ring swivel. I put it on a baiting needle because I just find it a lot easier to try and thread it that way. As you start getting old, the old eyeballs start playing around, and just slide it on like that. Nice and simple. Then I grab the swivel with my hands, so it's pinched in place. I haven't got to worry about it now. Get my hook choice of pattern. This would be a grabber. So basically a wide gape hook with a slight inturned eye. And what we're going to do is go through the back of the eye, like so. Thread that down. So you're left with that like that. Nice and simple. Thread your loop, both tag ends like that, through. So now you're left with that there like that. Yet again, because I dropped my swivel, see, even pros make mistakes. Just slide it back on the baiting needle, get it back down, just like that. Get your loop, pass it through your hook and over. So now you're left with this big D section like that. And then just pull both tag ends until you can get to the desired length of where you want it. Ideally, I like mine quite small, so I bring it to just below the point, if that makes sense. So in line with where you would initially see a bit of a barb if you was using a barbed hook. And now we're going to do what's known as a knotless knot, but just remember that on every hook there is where the wire is folded round. So where, you know, you've got a bit, this seamless bit of wire, and then you've got a sharp bit on the other side. So always start away from where that wire comes to an end. And then just wrap it round, all bits of material, 5 or 6 times. Whatever suits you really, however confident you're doing. And then just remember, always go back through the eye, like so. And there we have constructed our slip D. Get your scissors, trim your tag end down, get yourself a bit of shrink tube, about 1 inch long. Slide it down so it's just over the eye of the hook. So now what we've got here is a shrink tube on, just over the eye of the hook. Plenty of movement on the back there. Still got some braids sticking out here, so we've got plenty of movement here. Add some putty onto there. I've now got a rig that covers all bases. Now, the choice is yours. I like to have a fair bit of separation of the braids, but if you're experienced in tangles, then you know, play around with it. You might want to make that a bit shorter so you've got, you know, less braid sticking out. As long as you've got a bit of braid for movement, that allows this hook to do whatever it wants. So yeah, pretty much play around with it, find out how it works, how easy it is for you to tie and how it works for you. But yeah, for a day ticket venue, it covers everything.
What are you saying? Come on! Oh, yes! In the slammer.